My name is Catriona Liddle and I head up the Scottish Centre for Food Development and Innovation based at Queen Margaret University in Edinburgh. And I'm here today to talk to you about a project, the exploration of commercial opportunities for a novel palm oil replacer, which we've called Palmalt, as part of the QMU Fellowship this year. So a little bit of background about the project. What if there was a product that could fully replace palm shortening in bakery products? This project progresses previous work on a palm shortening replacement in bakery products. Palm shortening is widely used in bakery, but the issues with palm cultivation are well documented from a sustainability point of view and a nutritional perspective. High global demand for palm shipped long distances to end user locations doesn't help with sustainability. So the Roundtable for Sustainable Palm Oil, RSPO, seeks to source more sustainable palm. Palmalt project seeks to look at a different perspective to remove all palm oil in baked products. And initial studies that when we replace palm oil with Palmalt, you can have significant reduction in carbon emissions when compared to palm oil. Additionally, nutritionally, Palmalt is significantly superior to palm oil in that you can reduce your caloric load by 25%, your total fat by 25%, and your saturated fat by 84%. So it has a number of additional benefits in that when put into a finished product, there's no loss of sensory characteristics. It's clean label with no added sugars, no coconut oil, no preservatives, no sweeteners, no polyols, no flavourings, no colours. It's 100% natural. And its ability to replace 100% palm shortening in bakery products. So we think we've ticked the box for sustainability, and the box for nutrition, and the box for functionality and consumer benefits. So this project, the main aim of this project was to contact local UK retailers and work with them to persuade their manufacturing partners to utilise Palmalt as part of their portfolio of products and building it into products such as cakes, biscuits, bread, cookies and oatcakes. And by undertaking that, the aim was to create licensing agreements to the financial benefit of both QMU and its two original product inventors, which are myself and Dr. Julian Longchamp, both based at Queen Margaret. So, we're ready to proceed with commercialisation then. However, we had a few challenges and I want to highlight these here. Firstly, our pilot plant scale kit, which we previously utilised off-site, we couldn't site at QMU in order to run larger trials. So we looked at making lab samples instead before siting the kit at the end user. Secondly, one of the suppliers of one of the main ingredients of Palmalt was having some pretty serious quality issues, so we were not very keen to progress with them. So we sourced a different supplier of a somewhat similar ingredient, not exactly the same, and we developed Palmalt, and we had to test it on all applications, which obviously took us a little bit of time, but it had the benefit of creating actually an improved product, which was great. Thirdly, patenting and contractual agreement assistance wasn't available in-house at Queen Margaret, so we sourced external support via our knowledge exchange and research unit. Fourthly, the above three challenges created delays with the project, so it meant we skipped going to retailers and went directly to manufacturers, so it's a more focused attention to the project. So the challenges that we had encountered and solutions found. We had the ability to resource required assistance that we needed, and we were flexible to create a revised work plan to meet new requirements. So, and on that flexibility, just a bit of information about what if things don't go as planned and the importance of flexing. So obviously we had the ability to change the formulation due to some supplier challenges and made a better product. We confirmed our international patent in July 2023. As part of our flex from going from retailers to manufacturers, we contacted a number of bakery manufacturers and are now working with a Scottish shortbread company with a project due to complete in December 2023. And lastly, we had an application to go into the high growth spin out programme, which is operated by Scottish Enterprise, working with some specialist entrepreneurial and patent agents, which was useful for us. to move forward. So what if the product that we made met the fundamental goals of being innovation-led, led to economic development and consumer well-being? So taking each of those in turn, for the innovation, this is the first of its kind palm alternative, which is nutritionally superior. It's used in a variety of bakery applications without any loss of sensory characteristics. So we think it's quite useful for a lot of applications. Economic growth. We are seeking to manufacture within Scotland and used by Scottish companies, but also companies out with Scotland as well. It could be a global project. So well-being, it addresses the high fat, sugar and salt targets set by the UK government and reaches an acceptable scoring. It allows significant reductions in scoring, which makes it a much more healthy product. Okay, so what if the product worked in a variety of bakery applications? The ones we've tried so far are bread, oatcakes, cakes, cookies, biscuits and shortbread. And what if you wanted to get in touch and find out more? You can see our contact details here. We're the Scottish Centre for Food Development and Innovation, based at Queen Margaret University, and there's our website, our email, our Instagram, our Twitter, X account, and our location if you want to come and visit us. Thanks very much for listening.